like the fact that there was at least something conclusive, because they could have just let them date or not even address that whole thing after that. So I like the fact that they took the time to conclude the story in a better way than Peacemaker did, where they just basically did an hour concert and waste. That was a bigger waste of time, in my opinion. I feel like people have kind of been dealing with Stranger Things fatigue since like the fourth season, and have just kind of been like, look, let's get it on already. Oh, they're so old, blah, blah, blah. And so I went into this with a mind that tried to sustain that belief. I watched it with my 15-year-old daughter, right? Who, when this first was debuting, was I think about 4 or 5, right? And I was telling her, I was like, yo, I know this isn't sci-fi, so to speak. It's not even necessarily fantasy. It's kind of borderline horror sci-fi. It's kind of not. And somebody argued with me in the household. Was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I was like, it's kind of like their Star Wars a little bit. All right, now I know it's not Star Wars. I know, nowhere near it. But hold on, from our perspective, right? This is and by then there will be like prequels and sequels, and it's kind of a generational phenomenon. And so I tried to look at it through that. Now, LB, I do have an argument about, sharpen the axe. I like the fact that I like that they took so many hacks at Vecna's head. I liked it that. I didn't like. I think it would have been
my only thing. This is what I had pictured in my head. Vecna's on the goddamn peak, whatever the fuck it is, right?
Spike.
It's on an incline. Why didn't Mom come up and do the golf fucking swing? That I would have been standing on my fucking feet clapping.
That's what she would have done. But she took a hack for everybody in that little clique, for everybody they could have I'm so glad that they did that instead of, Henry, it wasn't really his fault. He was under control by us. Please, he has a chance. Because at some point in time,
it wasn't.
Yo, at some point in time, I was like, yo, they better not do this goddamn good, like dark versus evil bullshit. They better not, I know the good's in you, Vecna. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit. I was like, they better not try this whole Luke Darth Vader bullshit, bro, because I'm not trying to see that. And when Vecna was like, nah, I'm the villain, I was like, all right. I was like, yeah, all right. He's like, nah, you think he controlled me? I chose this shit. I was like, yes. I like that to that shit, dude. Fuck that. You know what I mean? And so there was some elements of it that I thought were, and we're going to argue about this. All right. We're going to argue about it. I'm going to say it anyway. The Mind Flayer thing, I just think that it was a little different from the same Mind Flayer we saw at the very beginning, right? This is the Mind Flayer like on steroids with the combination of all of the newly acquired Vecna powers that he has that makes it kind of a little bit more of an issue. How he gets killed by a slingshot and some spears that can be used. It's like these kids were the Ewoks, like literally going up against the Empire. And that was a little unsettling, but I was attributing the actual neutralization of that being to the fight between Vecna and El having an impact because it was a symbiotic relationship between Vecna and the Mind Flayer. So if you hurt Vecna, then you hurt the Mind Flayer, and vice versa. So Vecna was in there getting his ass beat, which was also contributing to the super Mind Flayer having been destabilized a little bit. Now, of course not. Yeah, obviously not. You know what I'm saying? Now he came up. Look, he's in his fighting clothes. What are you talking about? Like he's going to get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just say this, like I did give my thumbs up because I did enjoy the experience. I watched it and there were parts as usual that I was like, yeah, they could have did that better. And that was dumb. What the fuck? And I frankly didn't like, what's old girl from Terminator? Linda Hamilton, is that her name? Like for some reason, like it felt like she stopped acting like after Terminator. I don't know, is it just me? It felt like she didn't, like her acting was very subpar. And I was like, but you have literally the most experience of everybody on set. and it looks that way too. But every time she came on, I was like, oh, it's amateur hour. But anyway, no disrespect, Linda Hamilton. Don't come for me. I heard you crazy. So yeah, overall, I'm sticking with I would say I probably give it, I know y'all are probably giving it a sub-5, a sub-medium type of grade, but on a scale of 1 to 10 for the finale only, not the whole series, I'm probably in the 6-7 range. Maybe at the most 8, but we're probably in the 6-7. I'm not giving it like a 2 or 3, like I assume some of y'all probably would.
Can I just say this, because I want to be very clear on something, right? Like I don't mind also
stretching out a series in terms of, kind of wrapping everything up the right way. The problem with this series was that it fell short of the finale aspect. It didn't give the closure that I needed. It didn't give the expectation that was built off of stretching it out. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't have a problem with episodic shows. If once we get to the finale, I want to feel like I've experienced something that season and I'm looking for more, or I experienced something and you finally gave me what I needed. And I didn't feel any of that from this finale. Like it was like, again, if the idea was that Elle could defeat Vecna all along, and then why did we need 5 seasons for that? And that's all I'm saying.
She had to train to get there, y'all.
Yeah,
She's
she couldn't.
It took 5 seasons of training. Remember, this is what y'all not understanding. The reason she split open that monster.
My bad, wrong one.
The reason she split open the monster so easily is she's been fucking training. Remember, Hopper was like, Hopper tried everything he could do to be, you're not ready. You're not ready. Nope. We still have more to go. You're not ready. Your jumping is not the time. And then Joyce was like, dude, she's fucking ready. Like, let it go, bro. She's been training for 5 seasons. And then remember, she opened the upside down.
Right.
Already had this motherfucking power. Okay. She just had to figure out how to hone it where she needed to hone it to do what she needed to do. Yes, she's still a kid. She's still learning shit, and Vecna has had many years to hone his power, but she was like, that's literally what they showed us this whole time, is this bitch has been training to beat his ass. That's why it was cake work. Listen, preparation makes a job easy. Okay, that leads you to success. Okay, like I'm just saying, confidence and preparation. Yo, you gonna get your shit done. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the success. So you have to
wait a minute. Hold on.
It sucks that it was so quickly. It happened and everything like that. But yes, she already had the power to open shit up. She just had to fucking whoa, you know what I'm saying? And with her jumping and shit, she had a fucking Super Saiyan and shit, guys. Okay, Goku didn't start off a fucking Super Saiyan. He had a fucking gun.
She was training to fight Vecna, not that big ass mind flayer motherfucker. Ain't nobody know this nigga existed.
Exactly.
You're training for something that
she
you
can
didn't know
open the
existed.
mind flare.